Well, gang, I would rather do something different for this video, so I'm going to title it Thanksgiving Vlog. So, well, since my folks are out there Black Friday shopping, I figured I would rather talk with y'all. Since I'm not allowed to live stream for technical reasons, supposedly. But yeah, I'm in high spirits. I talked my ass off over at my aunt's place for Thanksgiving dinner. Thanksgiving dinner was fucking good. And honestly, I had no clue if you dried a leather jacket, the thing would shrink after you wash it. Until my mom or my stepdad told me, my ex-stepdad, by the way. That's what, I don't know, what does the future hold for Fallout, basically? As long as they maintain the traditional roots, well, it's Bethesda. Enough with the DLCs, for Christ's sake. Look, just go full fucking stop. No DLC packs, just an open world game, full stop. No DLC packs and no microtransactions of any kind. Cause everyone is sick and tired of paying for extra shit. Please just leave them the fuck alone. Let the game be an actual fucking game for once. Me, I come from a simpler time where games were games. And yes, we were wearing sweatpants and battle vests alike. What do I think of the Game Boy coming back next year? I think it's great. Game Boy's gonna get butt fucking huge. I think Nintendo made the right call in bringing it back. And I just want to say thank y'all for spreading the word about my channel. Keep spreading the word. And let's see if we can reach 200 subs. Because right now, with this whole censorship come next month, it's fucking ridiculous. I feel like I live in Soviet Russia mixed with North Korea. Bunch of fucking communists, I call them. If we're ever going to thrive as a nation in the next 100 years, we have to stand and fight these communists. If we're ever going to be saved, we have to destroy our own enemies. The communists. Anyone who could be a potential enemy. Anyone who wants to destroy our traditional American Judeo-Christian values. And let's be frank about this. I'm not saying it to be paranoid. I know what you're thinking. That sounds like a conspiracy theory. There's no conspiracy behind it. It's just simple facts. And trust me, I can name 3 people that I wish were here with me. 2 of my grandparents, and 3, Sierra here with me. We would talk up a storm. Good thing my Uncle Tracy, a former Marine, came down. Cause right now he has a wife in Mexico. But like I said, I rarely talk to my uncle now. But my Uncle Jesse, let's just say he's one of those demonic atheists. As usual, he plays the whole typical game of darkness and death, skulls and bones. I'm like, have fun, for Christ's sake. Typical fucking emos. Never learned to grow the hell up. well, my aunt's the person to blame, so she's the one who pushed him away. So she has only herself to blame. Well, my Aunt Frances didn't show up, so yeah. But she did wish us happy Thanksgiving, though. I was to say, one of my aunts thinks she's holier than thou, basically. Them type of people, yeah, who think they're God Almighty, who thinks that the rest of us are just pieces of shit, to say the least. I just can't stand them type of people. But it took a while to prepare Thanksgiving supper, basically. Despite all the chaos and little kids having their typical fit as usual. As far as my uncle's girlfriend, she has 2 children of her own from a previous marriage from ranging probably from 12 to 13. Anyway, that's all I know. But me and him managed to talk a little bit. And see, that's the weird thing. One of my uncles believes in God, and I'm not going to get started on my atheistic uncle. My atheistic uncle's a piece of shit, to say the least. But he does work at Chevy and auto mechanics, to say the least. Basic crap like that. As far as work-wise for myself, I'm just waiting for my phone to ring, and I'm just trying to get back into Magnolia Manor, to say the least, just waiting. It's all part of the waiting game. You just gotta be patient. Do I ever worry about pressure? No. I learned a long time ago to calm down myself and my mind, because right now pressure can overwhelm you in a matter of seconds, and you'll just be stressed out and freaked out, like, I'm like, calm the fuck down. It ain't the end of the world yet. Just calm down. Remember that Bob Marley song, Don't Worry About a Thing? 'Cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Oh, the glory days. I don't know, the relationship between me and Sarah's been going good, to say the least. Sure, we have our ups and downs. We argue from time to time, but in the long haul, I consider Sarah part of my family and my future wife, to say the least. I know what you're thinking. Oh, the Brotherhood of Steel thing. Oh, that's just a role-playing video series I'm doing. Me, honestly, I never got into the whole role-playing thing. I thought people did that for sexual reasons, to say the least. But what Bethesda needs to do in the Fallout series is need to go back a pair. What Fallout needs is their own answer to Halo Wars. Call it Fallout Wars, because the U.S. military and the Chinese military had all these robots and tanks and planes and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like I said in previous videos. But anyway, I just want to say thank you. Thank y'all for giving me ideas, whether it be here on YouTube, TikTok, or Amino. I say I just want to say thank y'all. And the greatest thing I ever said to my family at Thanksgiving this morning was, I'm thankful for my mom and my uncle and my family. And one thing I forgot to mention was God. Because without God, I wouldn't be here, or many others. Because if it wasn't for God, I wouldn't be alive. I would have died in a car accident many years ago. One time many years ago, when my grandparents were still alive, we were going to a local fishing spot many years ago that my grandpa knew. Then it was like a rear collision, to say the least. I really thought I was dead, to say the least. My mom was panicking about that. I'm like, Mama, I'm fine. I couldn't get out the side door right here, so I had to get out the other door. I never traveled light, to say the least. When I was younger, I carried a lot of shit with me. But now I'm getting older. It's like I'm traveling light. Eventually, I'm getting my hair trimmed. If I ever convince my mom to actually give a fuck to cut my hair. It's all quiet on the Western Front here. If y'all hadn't read that book, I recommend you read it. Who knows what next year holds for me, to say the least. I might even do a Christmas vlog. If I'm still relevant, to say the least. I don't know where does TLC get all these people for these shitty shows they produce, to say the least. But they always whine about, my leg. Well, lose the fucking weight already and quit bitching about it. Well, I was raped, or I was this. Well, I understand that. What? And there's also people who alienate their own relatives, to say the least, and use them like slaves. Like, slaves? Fetches me my lard. Why does the world always have to judge me? Well, you're gonna get judge-ass munch. Deal with it. That's something our society fails to realize. If I was in charge, the whole entire country would be an entirely different place. Get rid of America's enemies, to say the least. As far as political standpoints, I recommend you watch my previous videos. Depending on which ones who's still on there. Me, I'm defined by a disability, to say the least. I don't know what you're thinking. And look, the whole degenerate culture acts like they care about the disabled culture, but in actuality, they don't. They just use the whole disabled thing as a wet nap in the process. Look, I'm not going to let some disability define me as a person. I work through a disability, to say the least. Sure, I have my moments, but at the end of the day, I'm still a person. I honestly gave up on watching porn entirely, because right now I'm just getting more and more depressed, to say the least. And yes, I have repented, to say the least. To be frank about this. People just love to play the whole race card and use it as a wet net to push their own political dogma on people rather than let people decide for themselves, to say the least. What happened to compromise, to say the least? But instead, people just embrace this all for one and one for all. Wimps and posers leave the hall. And yes, that is a Man of War reference, to say the least. I love fucking Man of War, to say the least. Their old stuff, yes, the whole typical chug chug choo choo shit is getting fucking old. As far as Star Wars wise, I lost interest after The Last Jedi. The trilogy I consider exceptional, but Disney fucked that up in the third dimension. Star Wars was doing perfectly fine. Then Disney sucked that up. If Walt Disney was still alive today, and Walt Disney was not, I repeat, not anti-Semitic, Herb Sorrell started that shit. And then the media took that, and that's where the disinformation train started, to say the least. Oh, what about the McCarthy hearings? No, that was basically McCarthy doing his job, hunting down communists. Depending on whose grandparents are still alive these days. Or even great-grandparents, to say the least. I don't know, maybe 50 years from now, I'll just be that crazy uncle everybody talks about. I'm like, oh, back in my day, we had the arcades. Arcade mode for miles. Then finally Cuphead came out, and then we never looked back. Then Fallout 3, that was my jam. And New Vegas, honestly, I never played it, but I've seen people on YouTube play it. If you haven't watched my previous video on Fallout 3 and New Vegas remake video, I recommend you give it a watch. Me, honestly, as a true Christian myself, I'm trying to do the right thing, trying to preserve the old Christian values that we grew up in church. Now, I know what you're thinking. Oh, you're just one of those old-timey people stuck in the 1950s. Well, I would rather be stuck in the 1950s rather than hear a bunch of fucking snowflakes whine about what soy latte they didn't get. Don't ever fucking buy soy lattes, children. Just don't. Or do you want to end up like a fucking snowflake with a hipster beard? Here's a fun fact. Get a haircut, shave your hipster beard, and get a fucking life. And quit being negative about life. Sure, the world is dark and everything, but there's still hope on the horizon. And unlike many others who just give up on life and be like, oh, there's no hope, well, there's never hope. Oh, but wait, this. If only you had faith in God. As far as church-wise, and what's going on with the hypocrisy in the church now, half of Christendom sold us out to the enemy. True story. How the things the media will not tell you, to say the least. And honestly, it ain't paranoia. It's just simple facts. All because I crack a little joke or two, all because I interpret somebody else's voice doesn't make me a racist, okay? Me, I consider this video a breath of fresh air because, honestly, I'm running out of ideas. And I feel like I want to concentrate on more things as far as family-wise. But I feel like Fallout needs to incorporate more songs from the 50s, to say the least. Look, I recommend you subscribe to the YouTube channel Old World Radio. They basically play songs from the 50s, and it ties into the Fallout universe and other games as well. I'm like, oh, finally, a radio show on YouTube that shows pictures and has their own concept art, to say the least. Or many others, to say the least. I'm honestly not sure yet. But anyway, folks, I hope you enjoy. Leave a like, comment below. And happy Thanksgiving to all. God bless y'all, and God bless America. And next month I'll do a Christmas vlog. I'll see you then.